I grew up, I was born in 1954 in a small town that had still 50s values way through the 60s. And people didn't think about like that then. They went and they knew somebody next door. It was a plumber, and I grew up in a working class neighborhood. We had carpenters, janitors, plumbers, insurance salesmen, people like that in the neighborhood. And there wasn't that same sense of angst. It was enough to be a good person and know what your role in the world was. And if you were a good janitor, good enough.
And well done for being,
good and well done. So there is this sense, and I think that as a boomer parent, and you're a parent too, we're giving our kids this idea that they can be anything that they want to be.
Right.
And that they can make up their identities out of their interiors. And that, the world is actually, their oyster, and it can be all internally driven. And the whole soloprenarial movement now is this idea that we can now create a business, a meaningful business out of what we're passionate about. And
it's a lovely idea.
It's a lovely idea. But there's not a lot of stats that it really works. A lot of people are making money on that idea. Okay?
Selling the idea.
But very few people are making money, are able to actually do it, because it's very hard to do.
Right.
And it's also a myth that we can do that. So one of the things I think is in the opportunity that's now presented by this moment is to get out of that kind of thinking that we can do anything, that just by changing our consciousness, things are going to change, important as that is, and begin to meet the world as it is. Begin to meet the world as it is instead of trying to always create a different world. And I think that's an important step that we can do. I'm trying to do that now with the lawyers, to meet them as they are. And as we get into that process, I'm finding myself being more and more agnostic as to approach. And if we claim that we've got some sort of consciousness, then we need to both bring that, and then the tools that we've developed in all this interior work. So I think we've got great tool sets that are exceptionally helpful. And it's time now to bring those out in the world into a place where they're needed, and find then the little slot on the wall where they can begin to grow and be useful.
Yes.